Do not get your wires crossed when supersizing and growing your business. This idiom and expression and those related to it, because there's lots of different ways of saying it. I think in September 22nd of 2022, we shared a similar idiom, getting your wires crossed, get one's wires crossed. Well, get wires crossed, get one's wires crossed. Pretty much the same thing, right? It means the same thing. It means that there's confusion or some miscommunication or a misunderstanding between the communicator and the person or people they're talking to, and how they're perceiving and understanding the message that the communicator is trying to get across. Confusion, right? Confusion, misunderstanding. Either usually the communicator and the person they're talking to have different pictures in their mind of what's going on, or a different idea or understanding of what's being communicated, or of what's being said, how it's being said, or the details of the message. I ask a lot of questions because I want to be clear on that I am understanding what somebody is telling me, what their communication is. And I know some people get irritated when you ask them questions. I used to be married to somebody who, if I would ask a question to clarify anything, go back and start at the beginning of the whole usually lecture that he was giving at the time. Super frustrating for somebody like me who's very direct and wants to get to the point and get to the crux of the matter quickly, so we can switch from problem focus to solution focus. So what does this idiom mean? Where does it come from? I guess we just talked about what it means. Where does it come from? It comes from the telegraph and telephone industry, when they literally, and actually even when I was a little girl this would happen. I know I'm that old, but this idiom dates back to the last half of the 19th century, meaning the mid to late 1800s. And in 1891, Charles Dickens is actually credited with using this, and it appeared in, I want to say, the Missouri Journal. Let me check for sure. It was the St. Joseph, which is in Missouri, the St. Joseph Herald, which is a newspaper. And on December 30th, 1891, it appeared in an article talking about getting your wires crossed with respect to communication, and how operators, literally hundreds and hundreds of operators, used to work on these switchboards, and they would switch and plug in people, and sometimes they'd hit a wire or they'd tap the wrong circuit, and a whole conversation would be rerouted to someone else. So if I was calling my mom and the wires got crossed, all of a sudden I'd be talking to somebody else, usually in my town, depending on what the circuit board that they were operating on was. Really interesting old technology. Right now it's all done digitally and electronically and through, automated processes and things. That's why I've got a computer cable instead of wires. But guess what? There are wires in our computer cables. Actually, I think this is my microphone cable. It is my microphone cable, which I never bother using anymore because I just don't. I call it lazy, but I should probably hook up my microphone and use it. It would get better sound for my videos. So how does this idiom affect us? And why do I say do not get your wires crossed when it comes to supersizing and growing your business? Because I would say 80% of the challenges and problems and struggles I've had in different businesses have come from misunderstandings over communication, missed expectations, people saying they're going to do something and not doing it, not really being committed to it. And all of that is about communications and expectation sharing, right? If we let people know who we are and where we're coming from in the beginning, and we expect them to do the same, and we model that, like we talked yesterday about being an example, then we're going to have better results. We're going to get better results. It's going to be easier to supersize and grow our business than if we have communication struggles and communication challenges. I like to create systems and processes for everything in my businesses and in my life. And some of those many of those actually involve communication, how we do it, what we do, how often we communicate, what you can expect. And one of my biggest frustrations with dealing with other companies is they don't have any communication or clear communications, or they say they're going to do something and then they don't do it. I recently had a challenge with our recycling being picked up, and I called every single day and talked to customer service, and every single day I was told a different BS story and why I was being lied to about the recycling. Until this last week, I caught my recycling guy and I asked him what happened. He told me exactly, made sense, but none of which customer service had communicated. Now, all he would have to do is look in the computer at what really goes on and tell the truth, and I would have been fine with it. I was perfectly fine with the explanation. He helped me get rid of the extra recycling that had accumulated because it hadn't been picked up for, 4 weeks. And all is well with the world, but I'm still frustrated with customer service in that organization because their job is communication, right? And so I want to make sure that in my businesses, I'm communicating as clearly as possible. When in doubt, ask. My theory is if you don't know, ask. Don't assume, ask, because assumptions get us into a lot of trouble too. Have you ever assumed something in your business only to find out that your assumption was totally wrong? Hard to admit with our egos and our identity sometimes that we assume the wrong things. Guess what? We pretty much do it every day, so we might as well face up to the fact that we need to be better communicators as well as expecting other people to. How we supersize and grow our business is to meet the people we want to serve, needs and desires and problems, solve problems for them better than anyone else in our industry or in the trade or in the business that we're in. And we can't do that if we're not talking to them, communicating with them, and understanding them. And that all comes from not getting our wires crossed. All right, love to know your experience with this particular idiom. Share in the comments below. Otherwise, I'll be with you tomorrow with another interesting idiom. What does it mean? Where does it come from? And how might you use it to supersize and grow your business? Have a great day.